Hello friends, it's Olivia. I'm here to do an oracle card reading for the week of March 18th through March 24th. I usually pull 4 cards. This week we had 1 jumper card, so we get 5 cards. And I asked, Spirit, what can we do as a collective consciousness to stay in alignment for the highest good? So we'll get to those cards in a minute, but first I wanted to talk about the full moon. So this week, Wednesday, is the full moon, and it's a super moon because the moon is closer to the earth, and then when we see it in the sky, it's going to appear larger and brighter. Let's see what else. The full moon is transitioning from the zodiac sign of Virgo to Libra, and Libra is a sign of, it's the sign of the scale. So trying to find that balance about justice, proper communication, things like that. Also on the full moon, the day of the full moon, so that's Wednesday, March 20th, is the spring equinox. So we're switching from winter to spring, and anyone that's in the United States and the Midwest or whatever knows that we are all ready for spring. Right? So spring is a time for new beginnings and growth and, getting Twitter pated and all kinds of good things. And then also we're moving the zodiac sign, the sun zodiac sign is moving from Pisces to Aries. So a lot of things going on this Wednesday. And so I like to teach that at the new moon we set our wishes and intentions, and we use the waxing moon energy up to the new moon to put our efforts into making that manifestation happen. And sometimes you can see that manifestation happen within one moon cycle, and sometimes it's many moon cycles. It just depends on divine timing, about the effort that you're putting in. There's lots of things that play into when your manifestation will occur. So the full moon, as we're leading up to the full moon is a great time to do whatever big thing you wanted to do, whether it was like cast a spell, or maybe you were going to create a vision board, or maybe you're going to do a special meditation that day. But to really, focus your energy on that thing that you've been trying to manifest. The full moon is also a time of self-reflection. So you can use that time to also reflect on the past and see what changes need to be made, because after the full moon is the waning moon, and the waning moon is a great time for releasing any kind of old, negative, stagnant energy that is no longer serving our highest purpose. Sometimes that means letting go of certain relationships in our lives, whether that's a romantic relationship or, relationship, friendship, or family, things like that. But so this full moon is going to be super energized because of the fact that it's a super moon, and the fact that it is the spring equinox. So take advantage of that energy and do what you need to make your dreams come true, because you have the power within you to do that. So let's get to the card reading. And the first card that came up is Mending. This card came up in protection position, And this card talks about maybe you've gone through a loss. You feel like you've gone through a loss. Um, maybe it's something that's very personal that has happened to you. But maybe this is speaking to things that are going on globally in the world. When I pulled the card, the first thing that came to my mind actually was the shooting in New Zealand. So that can bring up a lot of emotions. It can bring up anger and resentment and fear. And so, one, it's okay to have those feelings. And two, it's important to honor those feelings. But then three, the next step after, accepting and loving yourself for having those feelings and honoring those feelings, and the next step is to replace those feelings with compassion and love. And now is a good time to practice compassion. So whether it's something very personal that you've gone through, or it's something out in the world that is causing you grief, try to have compassion for yourself and try to have compassion for those around you. But going through, what this card also speaks to is that when we go through a loss, when we feel this grief, this does allow our guard to be let down, and this does allow us to be able to come from that place of compassion. So it kind of gives us that boost that we need. And when we come from that place of compassion and maybe we're praying for others, that really helps us connect back to source. And that's important to do that, so when we're in this time of feeling grief and loss, remember that source is always there, that we can always turn back to spirit for love and support and to help us, to help have our backs. So remember that. Then our next card is why. This card is asking us, to really dig deep and ask why we are trying to manifest the thing that we are trying to manifest. It's saying that maybe now is the time that you need to gather more knowledge so that you can truly answer this question, or maybe you really have the knowledge that you need, but you need to just kind of write it down. Write down why. Dig deep. Be very honest with yourself. Why are you desiring the thing you're desiring? What is your driving force? Write it down, and like I said, you have to be very honest, because you need to look at that and see, are you wanting what you want? Is it coming from the right place? Is it coming from compassion and love and understanding and things like that? Or is it really coming from this place of you're angry or fearful, and so because of that anger and fear, you're trying to manifest this thing? So when you look at that, and you be really honest about it, you can decide, okay, so maybe this was coming from a place of a little anger or a little fear, but I can tweak it a little bit so that it's really coming from a place of compassion. If I come from a place of compassion, what would this manifestation truly look like? Knowing the why, that's really going to help you determine whether you're on the right path. So take the time you need to, and this is great, because we have a couple days left until the full moon. So take these couple of days to really figure out why you are trying to manifest the thing you are trying to manifest. And then the third card is To the Sea. This card is a pretty simple message. This card is go with the flow. Just go with the flow with the things, the events that are taking place in your life. And know that if you go with the flow and ride the wave out, that it's going to lead you to your destiny. It's going to lead you to the thing that you truly are wanting to manifest, or the thing you're truly desiring in your life right now. So you might feel like you're lost at sea, but you really aren't. Just go with the flow. Spirit's here to say, go with the flow, and everything's going to be okay. Our fourth card is All That Glitters. So this card looks really shiny and makes you think like, ooh, I'm gonna, have some great shiny, sparkly thing happen in my life, and it's gonna be amazing. But what this card really is asking us to do is think about that manifestation that you are trying to manifest. And if you took away all the glitter and you took away all the sparkly stuff, and you're left with, the thing without the sparkly stuff, is that truly what you want? Do you truly want that? Is that what you feel is truly going to help serve your highest good? Is that truly what's going to help serve the highest good of the rest of the world? Is that truly what's going to make you happy? So I think this kind of goes back to the why card, so why? And see these things for, for what they really are, See things for what they really are, not for the adornments that they possess, or the glitter that they possess. Because you might decide that, maybe that isn't something I really want. What I really want is this. And that's okay. That's what we do in life. We learn and grow and evolve, and we can change and make new decisions and make new wishes, and that's okay. It's okay to do that, and we're coming up to the full moon, so this is a really great time to be looking at all these things. And then the jumper card. This is our jumper card. This card is exchanging gifts. So this talks about the law of giving and receiving. And so right now, it's important to do the work that you need to do in order to manifest the thing you're trying to manifest, okay? But you can't just give and give and give and give, okay? You can't deplete yourself of all of your energy, okay? If you do that, you're not going to be much good to yourself or those around you, and it's going to make manifesting that much harder. So you know what you truly need to do in order to make that manifestation happen, okay? So put that work into it. Don't do any more. Just put the work in that you know you need to do to make that happen. And let Spirit take care of the rest, okay? Because Spirit has your back. Let Spirit take care of the rest. This also could be talking about like some kind of relationship that you're having with somebody. Again, relationships don't just mean romantic. It could be a relationship with a coworker or a friend, or a lover, or a family member. And you got to think of how much you are giving of yourself to them. And are you giving too much? Are you not giving enough? Are you not getting enough back? So try to create that that balance, which is a lot of what this full moon in Libra is going to be about, is creating balance, and balance in our relationships. So, really look at that. Is there an even exchange of giving and receiving? Because maybe you need to pull back a little bit. Maybe you need to give a little more. Maybe you need to ask someone, maybe you need to ask someone for a little help. Maybe you know that these are the things that you can do, that you have the ability to do, but you need someone to help you with this, that, or the other. And that's okay too. It's okay to ask for help. But remember the law of giving and receiving. So you have to give You have to give to get, and you can't give too much, or you're just not going to be good for yourself. So, and if you're not good for yourself, then you can't be good for everyone else. And we need to be the best selves that we can be, so that we can create a better world around us. You know, I think that's the goal, right? Is to create a better world around us. And we can work together to do that by taking care of ourselves, by helping other people, you know, by having that even exchange of give and receive. So the start of the week definitely starts off with healing. We need some healing. And then kind of the rest of the week is really to be honest and dig deep and really truly answer why we are trying to accomplish what we are trying to accomplish. Make sure it comes from the right place. Make sure it comes from compassion and love. And if it doesn't, tweak your manifestation and take away all that glitter and see, you know, if you take away all that glitter, do you really want that? Is that really going to bring you fulfillment? You know? So, have a great week. Enjoy the coming of spring, yay! And really utilize that full moon energy this Wednesday. Do a special meditation. Go for a walk in the woods at night. I like to take my son outside and we go howl at the moon. If you're into magic, you can cast spells. So there's lots of things you can do. So have a great week, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye.